Yo, what's going on guys? Mush back at it with another edition of Top 5 Best PC Hardware Deals of the Week. This series has been a little lukewarm recently because of all of the GPUs being dried up, at least all of the ones that the majority of you guys want to buy. But still, I wanted to bring this video to you guys, and there are some pretty good deals on the market, however, none on graphics cards themselves, of course. We're still dealing with that mining craze, and prices are still through the roof. Without further ado, let's get right into this with number 5, and number 5 is actually a deal that hasn't started yet, but Fry's.com is going to have a sale on the 250GB Samsung 850 Evo series tomorrow at around 5 a.m. Eastern, so check your local time and figure that out. It's listed at $110 right now, but if you sign up for their email notifications, they're going to have a coupon code that's going to make it go down to $70, which is a really good deal for a 250GB SSD, and it is only going to be a one-day sale, so if you have a modicum of interest in a 250GB SSD for $70, which who doesn't, that's an amazing deal, I would really recommend sign up for their email service, wake up early tomorrow, and then pick this SSD up, but just a really good price. Around half the price that I paid for my 120GB Samsung 840 about like 3-4 years ago, so just goes to show how cheap SSDs have gotten over the years. Really good to see because they are great to have, and now that you can fit them into budget-end computers, that's definitely a good bonus. Next up, we've got a couple of power supplies. The CORSAIR CX 450-watt power supply on Newegg is $40, and there's a $20 mail-in rebate, knocking it down to $20. $20 for a 450-watt power supply is a really good deal. Unfortunately, it is a $20 mail-in rebate, which is a little much. However, Newegg also has an EVGA power supply. Again, a 450-watt power supply. It's $30 with a $10 mail-in rebate, knocking it down to $20. So whichever way you go, both good options. I prefer the CORSAIR power supply, but if you want to save the $10, not have to deal with the mail-in rebate, the EVGA one isn't a bad option either. Moving on, this isn't really a hardware deal, but I wanted to mention it anyway since the Steam summer sale is going on. On eBay right now, there's a listing where you can get a $100 Steam wallet code for just $90. So it's $10 off a $100 wallet code. Nothing bad about that. That's a really good deal. Whenever you can find discounts on a wallet code, I would snag them up right away, especially considering the time that we're in. We are in the Steam summer sale. $100 can get you so many games, and to get $100 for $90, just getting that extra $10 can actually go a long way. That could get you a lot of games, believe it or not. So yeah, thought I would mention that, and I'm sure a couple of you guys will snag that up because that is a really good deal. Yes, it's only 10% off, but 10% off of $100, that's gonna go towards games that are incredibly cheap right now. That's a really good deal. Moving on, number 2, Amazon has got the AMD Ryzen 7 1800X down to $420. Still a little bit expensive, but this typically goes for around $450 to $460. $420 is by far the cheapest that I've ever seen it for, and it is a higher end CPU, so obviously if you're in the market for a CPU like this, maybe you're not the biggest deal hunter in the world, but still thought I should mention this. It is 8 cores, 16 threads, 3.6 GHz base, and 4.0 GHz turbo. I'd also recommend to pick up a nice cooler with this because that's going to pay dividends in the future as far as performance of the CPU goes. $420, yes, it's expensive, but it's the cheapest you're going to pick up an 1800X for. Finally, number 1, yes, I have to give another mention to a pre-built computer due to how the pricing of video cards is. This pre-built computer, once again, pretty good deal. It's an Acer desktop, the Aspire TAT3 715A UR11. That is a mouthful, but it's got an Intel Core i7 6700, that's a 3.4 GHz CPU, 8GB of DDR4 RAM, a 1TB hard drive, and an AMD Radeon RX 480. Now, I would have liked a higher end GPU in this. You've got an i7 6700, and then you only have an RX 480. Still, you can pick up this PC right now, and in the future, you can sell off the RX 480 and get something a little bit higher end if you desire. Obviously, with a pre-built computer, you also get a copy of Windows 10, so that's a very nice addition. That typically goes for at least $80, so that's a really nice addition. I mean, $80 if you don't buy a CD key or you don't pirate it or anything like that. But yeah, $680 for a PC like this, I think that's pretty good given how expensive video cards are right now. So that's gonna wrap up this video, guys. As always, thanks for watching. If you have a request for a future video, you can leave it in the comments section down below. Hopefully the GPU prices start coming down real soon because I miss having those on these lists. We had some great deals in the past where you would get a great deal on a GPU, get a free game, and I would be able to bring those deals to you guys. Unfortunately, that is not the case right now. Hopefully that starts to change in the coming weeks and months. Like I said, thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.